Hey there and welcome back to Flambo's channel. Today we're doing the very highly requested bath video with I'm excited to do Flambo. Flambo's not excited. I'm excited because it's not her. But you guys have asked time and time again how I bathe him, what I bathe him with, and I thought they really good question because there is a style to bathing and drying Flambo to get him to look the way he does. A lot of people ask me how I get his coat so straight or so fluffy, and while a lot of it is genetics, grooming can definitely help out. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, for this maintenance bath, we're gonna go in with two different types of shampoo. Crystal White is my absolute favorite whitening shampoo. It has enzymes in it. You heat it up to activate it, and it's really good, and it won't turn your dog purple. So what more could ask for? Next up is Pure Paws H2O shampoo. This isn't one I use to so groom them, but I do love it to hydrate their skin in between sows. Then we have Pure Paws Classic Conditioner. Because this is a maintenance bath, we're going to go ahead and condition his furnishings. And of course we have a detangling spray for when we're brushing him, because you never want to brush a fully dry coat. Then we have my pin brush, which is our go-to brush, our comb to comb through after we're done, or slicker just in case there are any mats. Alright, next up we have this hose nozzle. It's, I think, made for cleaning cars. You put the soap in it, and then it has this little knob on the top, one for water, and then you turn it for soap, and it applies the soap and dilutes it, and it is an absolute game changer. Then we have our Chris Christensen dryer, which is a must-have, and a flat nozzle for the hose. Flat nozzle. Trust me, it makes a difference. Then we go ahead and wet down our dog. You can slow it down at any point in the video to watch it at normal speed, but I wanted to include the full bathing and drying experience, so I sped it up so you guys can slow it down in case, you want to see something that you may have missed if I had edited it. So for shampoos, obviously the whitening shampoo goes on the white and his head, and the hydrating goes all over his body and furnishings. Then here I am conditioning his furnishings. I add a light layer of conditioner on his top line just because there were products in his coat from the dog show, and I just want to make sure his coat stays nice and healthy. Okay, so the way I dry all these may get some flack because I'm going to completely open up Flambo's coat. When drying, I'm only going to dry him forward and up. The reason for this is to get a straight coat. By doing that, you're going to allow the hair to naturally straighten the way that it would lay by itself. So that way when you're done drying, the coat's going to lay, but it's going to lay straight. Instead of fighting it to lay it down the direction you want it to go, it's going to look a lot better. It's going to be a lot easier. And I guarantee it's going to save you so much time. One thing you notice is I'm going to be drying Flambo not in sections but as a whole. So I'm going around all of him to get all that excess water off, all that hair. He is blowing coat. You can tell by my face I'm not very happy. And this is the perfect time to be checking your dog's skin. You can see I'm doing like weird things. It's because I'm checking his skin to see if he has any boo-boos, any irritation. It's checking everything to make sure that he's good to go, making sure that there are no mats forming. This is the best time to be able to see your dog to the skin and make sure that they are in the best quality that they can be. Now, I'm going to be honest, if this was a regular week and not a video, I would have bathed Flambo's whites, his chest, his head, and his feet. And then the next day, bathe his body. I have fibromyalgia. My body's in a lot of pain most of the time, and it takes forever to fully dry him. So I tend to do him in sections because it just makes it a lot easier for my body. So if you can't fully dry your dog in one go, bathe your dogs in sections. It's okay. One of the biggest secrets to getting your dog's hair to stay straight is to make sure you dry them to the skin completely everywhere. You may think your dog is dry, keep going over them. You'll see in a little bit that I go over them with the dryer and a brush. It breaks up all that hair and really helps you to make sure that you've dried everything. And here I am using the dryer to help see how his top line and everything is going to lay on its own. help it lay the way I want to now that all the hair is straightened and dried. Now for the hardest part, drying his mane. I take the dryer and a breath because this is going to help you a lot. I know a lot of pet people have issues keeping this area not matted. This is how you do it. A little bit of spray, a good dryer, breath, and some time, and you got a smooth, nice mane that is mat free. And then when I think my dog is dry, I go with the dryer after doing a light spray of our breathing spray with the breath. And I go through in layers and layers. And then when I'm done with the layer with the pin breath, I go with the comb with, I forgot to film. But after I do this and make sure everything is knot free, I then go in with the comb and do the same thing layer by layer. Make sure that all that dead hair is out. Make sure there's not a single mat. Making sure that he's completely dry head to toe. And after a whole bunch of time and effort, your dog will look like this just from bathing and blow drying. No products needed, no anything. Yeah, he's got a little bit extra fluffy butt, but that's okay. If you guys have any questions, please comment them below. If you have any other grooming videos you want to see, especially Aussie specific, please ask down below. And if not, my next video will be trimming. So thank you guys for watching, and we will see you guys later.